Been walked and Badu struck out.
Manager Aaron Boone looking
So that's the game update.
So far have been made, but there's always that caveat, right? Things could change. You know, players are going to be leaving other clubs.
There we go.
How the mix and the match is going to work. And I think, David, you and I learned.
Oh yeah, I gotta make sure everything's up and moving. That's good.
That, you know, until you get
That's
on that bus,
good.
until you're on that plane, until you're introduced in front
That's
of that
good.
home crowd, you almost don't take it for granted.
Baez looking for the first pitch, and it's going to be kind of a pitch out, it looks like.
Kind of signal to the rest of baseball that the Detroit Tigers are maybe trying to make a little push this year.
Feels a little quiet.
Baez is in to play shortstop. Eduardo Rodriguez, a free agent pitcher, will be a big part of their rotation. So AJ.
Let me make sure the audio's all right.
Detroit Tigers trying to make a little push this year, moving forward.
Yeah, it's all right. Baez looks like he flew out. They didn't really show the out for whatever reason, but 1 away or 2 away with the runner at first.
Well, we apologize if we're having some technical difficulties.
Oh, okay, they're having difficulties. Okay. I was gonna say, like, that's a little weird that the camera angle was what it was.
Right now we have one camera, David, and I guess
okay.
we're only gonna have one. This is the one to have. Out in center field.
Off to a good start with likes. I appreciate that. Make sure you leave one if you haven't. Get a few more people up in here early.
Candelario.
Candelario's up. Here's the first pitch from. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Buenelos? Buenelos? Candelario gets thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. And yeah, that's what's up, Dominant? What's up, Tristan? Yeah, Tigers won 4-2. All right, well, that's unfortunate. All right, it's a commercial break now. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st. Candelario runs himself out, and yeah, unfortunate. It'll be Donaldson, Judge, and Rizzo. Donaldson, Judge, and Rizzo deleted off for the Yankees. Donaldson, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, LeMahieu, Gallo, Hicks, Torres, and Higashioka. So that's the Yankees' first few hitters anyway. Austin Meadows? I don't know. He's a pretty good player for the Rays, right? No, I'm pretty happy he's there. He seems like he's got some good power. Had a good couple of years. Had a kind of down year last year, but hopefully he can rebound and return to form average wise. Tigers suck. Oh, that's all right. I don't think so, but it's okay. And we're going to have Riley Green come back, too. We're going to have an outfield of something like Meadows, Green, and Grossman / Badu. That's not too bad. It's just a troll, Tristan. I wouldn't be too worried about it. Am I going to go? Maybe if I'm back down like in like the Flint area where it's a little closer. Because right now I'm like a couple hours away from Detroit, and it's kind of... It'd be a whole thing, so maybe though, maybe it'd be pretty nice. Like if I'm in Flint, then I'm only like an hour or so away from Detroit, and it's a lot easier of a drive. Right now, I'm like 3 hours, maybe 3.5. So it's a little bit of a bummer. What is this? I gotta mute it real quick. For some reason, the game came back on. It's some commercial about teachers. I don't know what the shit this is. I want to though, Thirsty. I'm gonna try to. What about you? You going, Danny? What is this garbage? Bring the game back on. Oh, I'd say we're a pretty good team. What is this? Why isn't the game on? What is this Yankees broadcast? They said they were having technical difficulties for the Yankees. So I'll have to kind of refer to what's going on this for a second. Let's see here. Looks like Donaldson grounded out to Candelario, so 1 away. Matt Manning is pitching. Now Aaron Judge is up, and it's looking like a hit. Can't tell what it is right away. It's in play, no out. Oh, there we go. That'll be a single for Aaron Judge. Braves Tigers World Series. That'd be pretty cool, but I kind of doubt it. We're still a little ways away. Really young. Pitching isn't quite there yet. The offense will be really nice to watch. Yeah, exciting year. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dominant, I've got a good way to watch. Yeah, I watch on MLB 66. It's a good way to watch. Hold on, let me unmute it. All right, here we go. Now up is Rizzo with 1 away and a runner at first.
Hopefully we have
beat the Twins this year. I think we'll be able to handle Minnesota.
Here in Tampa as Anthony Rizzo first pitch swinging.
He's not bad, Manning. Good one.
Oh,
Oh, what a play by the second baseman, Scope. Sheesh. This is what I was looking forward to. That's what I've been talking. That's what we've been missing for so long. Last year, that's a 0% opportunity of turning that double play. Literally, there's just no odds that they actually turned that last year. Good play, good play. Yeah, the Tigers lineup's going to be crazy. Cabrera might have to bat 6 these days. Right, though, to lead it off here in the top of the second, 0-0 score. It'll be Cabrera, Scope, Reyes. Cabrera, Scope, and Reyes here in the top of the second, 0-0. Very slick double play by Scope to Baez, then back over to first base. Yeah, the Tigers should have quite a bit of hype going into this season. Oh, thank you. We're up to 8 likes. If you haven't left one, consider doing so. I appreciate the likes, though. No, Ozzy, it's Yankees, guys. For whatever reason, this is like the Yankees broadcast. I wish I could get the Tigers. It'd be a lot better, but I feel like it'd be a little bit more exciting, too, and it'd probably be better quality. But it's all right. It's a commercial break right now anyway. I'm split on a favorite Tigers and Guardians. What's that? Oh, like who's like your favorite for what's that? Oh, like who's your favorite team? The Tigers or the Guardians? The Guardians might be hard to watch this year. That's going to be a, you know. That team has got like $50 million spent on it. That's going to be hard. I really like Meadows. He's going to be add lots of power. Yeah, Ozzy and Andrew. I'm pretty excited as well. He's one. He's a pretty good player, right? He's finished top 20 2 times in his 3 years in the MLB. He's got 2 years arbitration left after this season. Then he's an unrestricted free agent. But if things work out, maybe he likes the way Comerica Park is. Very spacious left field or right center field, where he's probably going to hit a lot more doubles and triples. I like when we get power hitters from the left side of the plate.
A late spring injury, and he's going to be out for a little bit.
Yes, and indeed, I talked to AJ Hinch before.
I would like to get some revenge on Cleveland. We could not beat them at all for many, many years.
A trend we're seeing throughout baseball. That's a nice trend.
West Astros, Mariners, and Rangers. Yeah, Rangers could be a surprise, like from like the ashes to like a good team this year with all the. They added a really good middle infield. That should be a significant boost of power. Especially down in the Rangers ball field. Balls are just going to fly out of that place for Simeon and Seager. 0-1 now for Cabrera, leadoff hitting. But to be fair to us, though, for I think it was what, like, for about 3-4 years there, the Guardians couldn't beat us. So it was kind of like a, it goes in circles with that team. We destroy them, then they destroy us. We destroy them, then they destroy us. When the team starts actually beating one another, that's a sign that one of the teams is falling apart. It seems like that's how you can kind of signal how the AL Central's going, is how the Tigers and Indians are playing, or well, now the Guardians are playing one another. Everyone else is kind of irrelevant. They could win the division, but if the Tigers are beating the Indians, generally the Tigers are probably winning the division. It seems like that's how it went for about, I don't know, 5 years. It was a crazy run, wasn't it, when we won all those division titles? 2-1 count for Cabrera. It wasn't even close. We just run through the whole AL Central with like the White Sox being the only team that bothered us. 3-1. I remember one time we played the Cubs and we scored like 35 runs in 3 games. It was some of the craziest baseball I've ever seen. Anybody else remember that stuff? Back when the Tigers were absolutely bullying the Cubs. Like, it got so bad, I'm pretty sure they were having position players come in and give up home runs. I think they scored like 18 runs in one of those games. It was a massacre. The whole weekend series, it was just brutal. That might be gone. Oh, it's off the wall. Cabrera has to just take a long single. Where are the Angels? Where's the Angels? I think they're in Anaheim, right? I think you guys will go down to the... Yeah, I think it's White Sox, Tigers, and depending on... The Twins could be really good. They could return to form really quickly. I'm a little worried about Minnesota.
And then there's his answer in the same at-bat. That was impressive.
Uh-oh. Karam versus this Braves fan. Someone had to say something about his Rangers. I'm not saying Austin Meadows makes us a World Series team. However, I think with more power like him, I think we can make the... Yeah, I think we're a playoff team now. I definitely think we're a wild card team. 100%, Andrew. I agree with that. Yeah, this just makes my 85 to 90 wins prediction look even stronger now. I don't like to make solid predictions. It's a little difficult with baseball. If all healthy, Angels be first. Yeah, it's hard to disagree with a fully... If everybody stays healthy, which is rare for them, they're pretty hard to beat. But, like, what are the odds Mike Trout doesn't get hurt? Like very low. That man's so good at baseball, but, like, if the wind blows sideways at 31 miles an hour, he's got an injury coming.
755 OPS.
And then if it changes direction, that might be devastating. That's a whole season thing. 1-2 now with 1 away. Or nobody is out. Sorry, Cabrera reached on a single. So now Scope has 1 away. Or nobody out with a 1-2 count. Sorry. I was looking at the ball and I seen 1 and I went, oh, that must be 1 away.
It has been smooth sailing all spring, and maybe
yeah, that was crazy. I was just chilling, trying to play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword because it's on Switch or whatever. And whatever about that, so the motion controls are all good now. And I might stream that game, by the way, tonight. That game rules. I'm having fun playing it.
But there's really no substitute for a pitcher.
Yeah, that was crazy. I exited straight out the game, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, 3 cheap years, and I hope we re-sign him. I mean, if he turns out to be a good hitter at Comerica, we got to keep him. Grossman's not going to be here for forever. At the warning track, there's going to be 1 away. Deep fly out to right field by Scope. Nice piece of hitting to go the opposite way. Seager's not going to like Texas. Why? It's a launching pad. Like, all, as much as, like, it is funny, but, like, the Rangers ballpark is 100% a place for home run hitters to go. Like, that ball field is easy to blast homers in, it seems like. Guys like Simeon and Seager are going to fucking just eat it alive, aren't they?
With 1 down, I'll bring up Victor Reyes. Switch hitter playing center field today.
And that'll be ball 1.
David, isn't that the last thing to come with pitchers, though? You know,
Victor Reyes hitting.
Make it to the big leagues and maybe a little bit afraid of contact.
Stroh's last. Yeah, I think so too. I think they're a really bad team. Plus, they deserve to lose all their games. They should have to forfeit this season, right? Would you take Tigers now? I've always been taking us as a borderline playoff team. Now I think we're in.
Throw 93. I got a good breaking ball and a changeup.
Only good team is the Braves, right?
You're either going to get me or I'm going to get you.
They said he does better at Tropicana than anywhere else. However, if he hits for average with 280 with lots of doubles and triples and like maybe 15 home runs, I'd be. Well, the thing is, like, he has like a 10 for 25 average at Comerica Park. We got doubled up there. Unfortunately, with Cabrera batting, that's a pretty easy, or Cabrera on the field, that's a pretty easy double play to get. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. By the way, this is also the Yankees spring training finale. This is their last game. The Tigers have one more versus the Orioles tomorrow for whatever reason. Stanton, LeMahieu, and Gallo. Stanton, LeMahieu, Gallo bat for the Yankees in the bottom of the second, 4-5-6. Stanton, LeMahieu, and Gallo. So, pretty slow start to the game. We'll see what Matt Manning has for the middle of the Yankees lineup. But again, that's only like 25 at-bats at Comerica. But he's hit the ball 10 out of those. He's got good numbers, so pretty hard to complain. Hey, we're up already at 10 likes. I appreciate that. We're doing pretty good today. I appreciate y'all. Mets are overrated. I mean, they seem to have a pretty good team. It's just, again, they have another one of those issues where the Mets are cursed and they just can't stay healthy. So we also have that dilemma for them. Wonder how long everyone's playing starters, because this is essentially like the spring finale for the Yankees. So, but I plan on at least going to the top of the seventh, watch the Tigers' last at bat that inning, and that'll probably be it. 25. Yeah, I'm thinking anywhere from, if he hits anywhere from 20 to between 20 30, that's awesome. With a bunch of doubles and shit too, because Comerica Park kind of it's like really conducive to hitting like doubles for lefties. Or if you can go the opposite way into that right center gap, that's just free real estate out there. No one's really playing there, just boom it out there, and something tells me Meadows is going to figure that out pretty quick. What's up, Goat?
48 hours from now, the Yankees kick off the season in the Bronx.
Yeah, and plus now we have finally got a lefty power bat. It's like, man, we haven't had a lefty power bat since fucking Victor Martinez. It feels like. Oh shit, the Yankees take on the Red Sox to start the season. Sheesh. The Mid Sox and the New York Mid Keys. I'm still thinking that Tampa Bay somehow wins that division, just because, you know, the AL East is really weird to figure out. And I don't know, Paredes isn't Isak isn't a bad player. It's just he couldn't figure it out in Detroit for whatever reason. 2-0 count for Stanton. Like, we just can't get that guy to stop striking out. He's good at defense and he's got good power, but like the inconsistency. I can't say that word today. He's inconsistent at the plate. I can't say it with the C at the end. I don't know what the hell was going on. My brain retarded out. My bad. Just went DJ LeMahieu's up with one away after the flyout by Stanton. I guess there are words I can't say. Inconsistency. There we go. Inconsistency. There we go. NBA playoff games? I might. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. If the Lakers make it, maybe just to fuck around and talk about how great LeBron is. What's up, Daniel?
He's the guy, I think, you know, AJ Hinch talks
How's it
about
going?
just trusting his stuff. Don't be so mechanical. Just turn it loose.
Because I noticed that really bothers basketball fans, so I enjoy doing that. 1-0 count with a 1 away. LeMahieu's the batter.
Your stuff is good enough.
Well, AJ Hinch looking on, and the Detroit Tigers, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it with some young pitching. We've already seen some of the youngsters who have done well at the big league.
That'll get down. That'll be a single. 1 on, 1 out. Now up is Gallo.
But it's going to be guys like Manning. It's Casey Mize.
Trade the next stuff. Yeah, but they're not LeBron, so. Cade Cunningham is the next LeBron, so. I love this trade, but Rays have a way of trading great players that with be bad the next year. Snell, Archer, I'm not saying Meadows will do bad. He's 26, but he's going to. I think the thing with that all is, Andrew, pitchers are a little harder to figure out than position players, right? Like, pitchers can kind of just go bad. More so, I think, than like a good, promising like hitter does. if that makes any kind of sense, especially since they're going to ban the shift next year, which kind of hurt him. Plus, didn't Snell get hurt? I very clearly remember he came back in injury, and I'm like, well, why do people use him as an example when he got hurt and had to come back from injury? That wasn't he traded while he was recovering from an injury? If I remember this very clearly. I could be wrong, but did he not get hurt for Tampa in the playoffs? What's up, Dragons? How you doing, my friend? You excited for the start of the regular season? I think you're a White Sox fan. I think we play in a couple days. A little nervous about our team at all? That'll be a 1-2 count after the foul ball. What up, Amir? How's what is it, Ramadan? Sure, by now you're quite thirsty and quite hungry. If you're fasting this year.
Opening day, that first year with the Yankees, and then still found his way into the lineup and eventually leading off.
Dragon faves players. You think his favorite player is AJ Pollock? Every White Sox fan loves AJ Pollock. Ball sees its way through. And the Yankees will have 2 on and 1 away, runners at first and second. Kind of just snuck through. Yeah, we picked up a good player. It was very nice to get him. Been going good? Yeah, I can only imagine. I would be so thirsty by this point. Oh, yeah, man. Excited. But hopefully everyone's having a good Ramadan so far. Not just Amir, if you celebrate, observe. Excited. Yeah, the Tigers going to be scary against my White Sox. At least you guys have real competition in the division again. It's nice to see it. Even when the Tigers were dominating it, there was just this lack of competition. So it's nice to see the AL Central with legitimate teams again. Like White Sox, Tigers. Even the Royals look like they're going again. They have, what else? I mean, the Twins are probably going to be good. And, the Guardians, who knows how they're going to be. They always have good prospects. That's the one thing that's pretty annoying about the Guardians. They have a very good eye to draft, and they also have a very good eye to trade players for good prospects. They rarely miss when they do this. That's why they're always competitive every 6-7 years.
Healthy player this spring, and again,
worst trades in MLB was probably trading Dontrell Willis and Andrew Miller for and Cameron Maben for Miguel Cabrera. Or no, hold on, it was Andrew Miller and Cameron Maben for Dontrell Willis and Miguel Cabrera. I don't think there's ever been a worse trade in baseball history. Yeah, the Twins too. I almost forgot about them. Yeah, Amir has a channel. He's a Cardinals fan. I'm actually going to be showing up more now that baseball's back on. XFL will announce. Oh, XFL's announcing stuff? Hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited. Ooh. Manning lost that one. That'll be a 2-1 count. Yeah, it was Maben and it was a bunch of nobodies. Like Maben, Andrew Miller. That literally was one of the greatest fleeces probably ever. What's up, Charles? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Meadows and Glass now for Archers, and then we now have Meadows. Do you know that the trade for Justin Wilson and Alex Avila has now netted us Candelario and Austin Meadows? Yep. We keep doubting Al Avila. We turned Justin Wilson. I like spring football. We turned Justin Wilson and Alex Avila into fucking Jamer Candelario and Austin Meadows. What an absolute work. We're starting to see the fruits of some of the things that Al Avila's been up to, and now we've seen that he pulled off. And I'll be honest, Isak Paredes for Austin Meadows is a pretty big fleece. AJ Pollock is exciting, and White Sox signed Johnny Cueto at 11 p.m. last night. Yeah, I seen that. He's not a bad pitcher if he gets back to form. It's going to be a fly out. 2 away now, runners at first and second. I don't know what happened to the broadcast. I think, like they said, the Yankees are having difficulties, so you can hear the crowd noise and stuff. It's very odd. Why Rays always be good? They're another team like the Athletics, the Guardians. They just seem to have a good eye for prospects, and they develop prospects very well. Is he the son of somebody, AJ Pollock? That name is so familiar. Was his dad also named AJ Pollock, who played for the White Sox? Because I know they had a guy named Pierzynski, and I don't think I'm getting him mixed up. But I swear to God, like, that name is... I feel like he's either been in baseball for like 30 years now, or this is his kid. Or am I thinking of the right guy? It's just, it's not been that long. Kimbrell. I don't know, LA's pretty good. AJ Pollock. Alan Pollock. Nope. I don't know why I have this, I'm probably thinking of AJ Pierzynski, in all honesty. This was my early baseball watching days. Yankees want Juan Soto. Ooh, that'd be a good trade for the Yankees. Send Volpe, Dominguez, Gil, Torres. They'd probably have to lose Glaber, but I don't think they'd want to.
It'd be fun, Flash. Maybe, in a spring training game, we could just
Yeah, Gary Sanchez to the Twins.
From there, Harry Carey style.
And then the Twins fucking stole Kiner Falefa.
Harry Carey, take his shirt off.
You know how happy I am that fucking dude's not on the Twins? Like, I thought that for sure when they got Correa. I was like, oh my God, Kiner Falefa and Correa up the middle. No one's ever getting a single up the middle on the Twins ever again. That is a defensive fucking nightmare. And plus, like, Kiner's not that bad of a hitter. And obviously, Correa is Correa. All right, we got runners at, what do we got? Just a runner at second, I guess, with 2 away.
2-1 count to Glaber Torres.
2-1
here in the bottom of the second inning. Yankees on the board, 1-0.
Oh, Yankees scored a run. That's what happened. Okay. All right, it's 1-0 Yankees. They scored a run.
You look at the Yankees this spring offensively, they are swinging the bats. They lead the Grapefruit League in runs scored, 109 now. RBIs 104.
Hilarious. The Yankees have scored 109 runs this spring already.
Ranked second in home runs with 35.
2-2 count, though, with 2 out and a runner at second. And run in for the Yankees. It's 1-0 Yankees in the bottom of the second.
Yes, and the overall depth of
Here's the pitch, and that'll be outside 3-2.
To me, I was especially impressed with Davy Garcia. They got him back this year. His velocity way up after bobbing out last year, really struggling with his control. Averaging about 91 on his fastball last year, up to 95 this spring on average.
Watch Gary Sanchez like win a Gold Glove at catcher somehow, even though, it's Gary Sanchez. And he strikes out. All right, well, we give up a run, though. The Yankees strike first. It's 1-0 Yankees. We'll go to the top of the third. Top of the third coming up. Yankees lead 1-0. Tigers will send Willie Castro, Tucker Barnhart, so 8-9, and then Baddoo to back to lead it off. So 8-9 and 1 due up for the Tigers. Castro, Barnhart, and Baddoo. Willie Castro, Tucker Barnhart, and of course Akil Baddoo. I wonder if the Tigers are going to be able to play Austin Meadows tomorrow. That'd be pretty cool. Which site? The site I said? No, it's fine. It should be working. There should be, like, if it's muted, then there should be a little thing up there in the corner that says it's muted. Olsen's better than Freeman? Matt Olson? Nah. Oh, USTV. I don't use that site anymore. I use MLB66.ir. Here, I'll give everybody the site. Just leave a like if you use my link. Here you go. It's a good site. It's very dependable. It's in like super high def too. If you like watching stuff like that, I prefer low def so it never buffers. But I guess off stream I watch in like the 6,000. But when I'm on stream, I don't want to like fuck up any unneeded internet. All right, Yankees, Tigers up to bat now. Again, it'll be Willie Castro, Tucker Barnhart, and Akil Baddoo.
for the Tigers. Castro, Barnhart,
let me make
Badu.
sure that this is caught up. Okay. Badu about to crush this nerd.
You were talking about Davy Garcia.
We're tying it up this inning. I already know it. Someone's homering. I think it'll be Big Tucker Barnhart. Hey, thank you. We're up to 13 likes. I appreciate that. We might even hit the 20 today. Getting excited. We're just days away from the start of the regular season. Just 2 now at this point. Well, if you don't count today, it's just 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. And then you could watch just regular season baseball anyways, you know what I mean? On Thursday. I won't be watching, but I might, I don't know. Depends on what games are Thursday.
We should congratulate Clark Schmidt.
1-0, ball 1 to Castro. This man is probably struggling to make the roster at this point.
The most outstanding Yankees rookie in spring training.
This is probably one of the days he has to play very well to get on the team.
So good for him. After a year
Tigers did decide that I think they're going extra pitchers because like Will Vest, Drew Hutchinson, and some other random ass dude made the team today. Barnes.
Good spring, 280 batting average, a home run, couple
1-2.
Banuelos quickly ahead 1-2.
So the Tigers are going a few extra pitchers. It is, I think it is those guys that I said, Hutchinson, Vest, and Barnes. It'll be 2-2 now. What's Castro's numbers looking like right now? 280? Oh, not bad. He's going to make it. I hope that's a sign that he's figured out how to hit a little bit better. Judge future Tiger. No, the Tigers already got a big monster that they're going to have come up soon. His name is Roberto Campos. He's 19, and he's going to be really good one day. And he's a monster-sized person. We helped him defect. Apparently, there's like a whole thing of the Tigers might have helped him defect from Cuba at like 13 or 14, and then kept him a giant secret from the rest of the league until he was old enough to sign an international contract at 16, and then he's been in the organization ever since. And he's a great big monster with huge power, so it is what it is. He's a future DH. It is what it is with him. And he's still on the team. Like, he's still up in camp, so they still obviously see quite a bit in this kid. That'll be a base hit for Barnhart. Good job, Tucker. Little first pitch swinging. 1 on, 1 out now. And Badu is up with the runner on. Top of the lineup, do up.
He is built up, as you mentioned, can give them about 70 to 75 pitches, but said don't think that that's the only way that we can deploy him.
Let's see, it's Banuelos. Banuelos? I wish they'd say his name. I gotta be quiet for a second. Maybe I'll hear his name.
It didn't look like they'd need a 5th starter right away, but if everything gets pushed back to Friday, you're going to see Nestor Cortez slide in there, be the 5th starter, and then obviously a little bit more strain on the pitching staff.
Is that it, maybe?
Cortez was originally seen as a guy that would maybe piggyback someone early in the season. Also noteworthy, as we talked to J.P. Sears yesterday, he is on the roster, as well as Ron Marinaccio. So
strike one.
Some of those guys making the roster, those guys are already on the 40, so no issue there. But you mentioned Heel, you mentioned Garcia. It was exactly that. They want them to continue the development and remain
damn, I can't really
as starters should something happen at the big league level. They have somebody.
Here's the pitch. Basically a bunt. This could be 2. Oh, never mind. They have no shot at Badu, so they'll get the lead runner. So fielder's choice, Badu gets to first, 2 away. Now up is Grossman. Yeah, Roberto Campos. Yeah, it is kind of weird seeing. Well, I mean, Correa's no longer a cheater. He left the cheat show, so much like Beltran, he's absolved of his sins.
Right now, and on the Yankees side,
or is he on the Astros?
It's nice to see those kids get rewarded.
Yeah, Jim, he hit a home run yesterday. I think you were the one that was saying about Campos.
It's impactful.
I did some research on him afterward because he wound up hitting a home run yesterday. Kid's a monster.
Some of the rules have changed, right? So the pitchers.
Strike 1 to Grossman, 1 away, 2 out. Top of the 3rd, Yankees lead 1-0. Correa's hit a bomb today.
So yeah, that will be restricted to a certain.
Is he all right? Get it? Because he hit a bomb, like he exploded.
2 down, Robbie Grossman up at the plate.
Should be a comedian. I'm fucking hilarious.
David, I just think about some of these young players making their.
All right, though. That was a throw over, nothing to it, and just kind of keeping the runner honest.
It was opening day, Yankees, Red Sox, and I was lucky enough.
Grossman hitting from the right side. A little bit more pop, it looks like, from this side of the plate.
I was 1992, opening day, Red Sox.
Here's the
Yankees.
0-1.
Not a bad way to break into the big leagues.
Ball
for these
inside.
kids.
You never forget it.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned some of the great young players that this game is going to see right from the get-go this year. Julio
Holy shit, Washington's up 12-0 on the Mets. That's a hilarious score.
Bobby Wood Jr. in Kansas City.
That's going to be fun.
Watch him right out of the
Do you
game.
think Texas Sports TV?
Hunter
Trey?
Green for Cincinnati, flamethrowing
Feel
pitcher
bad for
right out
Trey.
of the game.
I'm sure. Well, I don't know. He's like more of an optimist about sports stuff. Like he's which I appreciate. He sees more the good side of what happened. Like, all right, well, we have good players that can replace him.
Kansas City right now. I'm buying opening day tickets. I want to go see Bobby Wood Jr.
I think you have to be when you root for Houston sports, like especially the Texans. I think he's just hardwired to just look at the bright side.
That man carried himself the right way.
Because somehow the Texans screw up into like the right thing every time. It's quite astounding. 2 away though, 1-2 count. Here's the offering, and it looks like this could be a ground out as long as they don't overdo it. And they almost throw it away, but they get the out anyway. And yeah, we'll go to the bottom of the third. Commercial break coming up, so it's just going to be a lull in the action. It'll be Higashioka, Donaldson, and Judge. Higashioka, Donaldson, and Judge, 9-1-2 for the Yankees. So we're basically back to the top of their lineup. They lead 1-0, bottom of the third coming up. They being the Yankees. So were you crying when you lost Freddie Freeman? You know, it's sad. I actually thought Freddie Freeman was like almost 40 years old. That's how little I know about the Atlanta Braves. I was like, man, I don't know why everyone's freaking out about this like old ass prospect, like this old ass man, and like he's like what, like got 1 year left until he retires, like. And then I found out he was what, like 30. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. He's like a really good free agent player to get their hands on then. Like I genuinely had no idea about Freddie Freeman's age. I don't know who I had him mixed up with, but I thought he had played with Chipper Jones in them. And he was just like the last piece of like a very old Braves team. I just found out yesterday about Steve Yzerman news and him saying Illich is the worst owner in the league. I'm bummed out pretty bad. Damn. What's the Yzerman news? Is he like leaving the team? I didn't even know that happened. That stinks. He's doing pretty good with the Tigers right now. What's up, Tattoo Life? What's up, Brett? How you guys doing? Oh, he's leaving the team? I didn't know that. Sheesh. Really? Let me
Season game live or on demand with MLB.tv online or your favorite supported devices, as well as select spring training games. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Yankee fan enjoying the last spring training game from George N. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, Florida. It's a photo op there. As it'll be 9-1-2. Kyle Higashioka having a great spring. Josh Donaldson and Aaron Judge here in the third inning. Manning quickly ahead with the first pitch fastball.
Well, it is a big storyline that the Yankees.
Where did you hear that news from?
And then Kyle Higashioka in his first spring is the starting catcher, hit 7 home runs, right?
Rushing it.
We know he's a good catcher defensively. He's among the league.
I'm looking all over. I was looking all over. I think that may be
Of course, now with the trade for Trevino as the backup.
oh, he's going to leave the team over firing a Zamboni driver? I don't know about all that. I don't see it. I did not see. There's not even like news articles when you Google Steve Yzerman, that pop up.
Hard to quantify, right? How many framing runs?
Maybe I'm being censored. I don't know. Bottom of the third, 0-2 count for Higashioka.
Remarkable spring.
I literally Twittered. I literally was on Twitter on the new tab, and I didn't see anything either. So if it's like,
well, there is so much talk in today's game about pitch framing and the.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I didn't see anything about that. But all right.
Maybe should have been called a ball. Will translate directly into
I guess Steve Yzerman's suddenly leaving the Red Wings, and it's really quiet, and no one else is talking about it.
Caught on the borderline and got a strike called, or at least partial credit for
I
it.
feel like that would be huge news, wouldn't it? Wouldn't like all the like annoying hockey people, like I don't care, but like I feel like that would be bigger news than no one else talking about it.
Let's just say, for an example, 10
That Illich or Steve Yzerman quit the Red Wings because it was an Amboni driver getting fired. I feel like you're getting pranked or something. I don't know. That sounds really stupid. No offense. Sounds like, honestly, some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard for somebody quitting a team.
The real difference maker, and that's up and down your pitching staff.
Now I'm going to go to another level, too, and talk about blocking and the ability for a pitcher standing out on the mound.
I guess if that's why he's quitting, I feel okay. That's hockey's full of weirdos, and that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Full count now for Manning. Still the leadoff hitter, Higashioka, taking a long time to do something with him.
The collective value that could be added this year is going to be interesting to follow.
Yeah, and that'll be ball 4. Ugh, that was a long at bat.
You look at the 7 home runs that he's hit too. Talking to Aaron Boone, he's like, these aren't spring training, get it up in the air and the wind takes it out. I mean, he's driving balls to right center field all over. That would lead you to, and we've seen it as a Yankee, right? He's going to be able to hit some home runs.
It's a good formula in Yankee Stadium for right-handed hitters that can hit fly balls the other way.
Back to the top of the lineup, Josh Donaldson. Ground ball to third, his first at bat. We have seen an awful lot of Josh Donaldson leading off in spring training.
It's interesting. Yeah, this could be the opening day lineup. In terms of the way it's structured, I would imagine obviously Glaber will be at second base. And
yeah, I don't see anything like that, man.
That would be my read, and maybe DJ.
You could be right. I don't know. I don't really follow hockey, so I don't know. 0-2 with the runner at first, bottom of the third.
Guess, but we don't know for sure. But Josh Donaldson, when you look at the average exit velocity, that's 4th. Yankees have 3 out of the top 5 hitters in terms of that category of just how hard they hit the baseball. Aaron Judge, number 1, Stanton, number 2, and Josh Donaldson, number 4.
Donaldson behind the count 0-2.
Fouls that one away. Count remains 0-2. Bottom of the third here with nobody out. Runner at first. A 1-0 Yankees lead. Kind of a slow start to this half inning.
What are you taking? Over or under?
I'm taking.
Hopefully we can get a strikeout here.
Average out 30 to 35.
The idea.
30 times 4, 120.
Here's the pitch. Fly out.
Fly ball to right field.
Okay, one away is just as good. Strikeout, fly out, same kind of thing. Ground out for a double play would have been, the idea thing, but Anyway, Judge is up now with 1 away and a runner at first, bottom of the third. In the spring, he's hitting .433 with 4 homers and 7 RBIs. Is Aaron Judge 1 for 1 today with the single in the first. Manning's at 37 pitches, about to throw number 38 here. This was like 5 days ago. Oh. Well, I mean, he's still on the team, it looks like. 1-0.
We all know that Aaron has been in some contract negotiations. Nothing has been settled. Opening day was that deadline. And everything you hear from Aaron is, you know what, I'm just looking forward to opening day
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care about old news like that in hockey. I thought you were talking about something happened like 5-10 minutes ago. So
Aaron Judge is a superstar.
yeah,
When you talk
that's
about
not
the
reason
biggest
enough for me
stars
to
in the
care
game
about in a
today, he's
game
on
I
that list. Top
don't
5,
watch.
Certainly top 10.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled it away, 1 and 2.
Well, David, when you talk about superstars, they have to be out on the field, right?
Yes.
You have players all the time to talk about when they're on the IL, DL back in our
Yeah, not trying to be rude or anything, but I just really just don't give a shit about what happens in the game of hockey.
Except for the little COVID stint. The numbers.
They could abolish the sport and it would make no difference in my life whatsoever, you know what I mean? Like, bitch. I didn't even know that they could just abolish the sport. That's hilarious. Well, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, soccer probably too. A few other ones. Badminton. I don't think anyone would miss that one in the whole world. Everyone would be like, oh, I guess we just don't play that anymore. 2-2 count for Judge here, 1 away, runner at first.
The versatility, Aaron Boone making out his lineup has so many options.
Ooh, struck him out. Good job. 2 away here. High inside fastball. Judge couldn't lay off, and he strikes out. 2 away. Now up is Rizzo, the number 3 hitter for the game.
You know, he's got this pure kind of stuff, and the four-seamer up above the zone plays.
So there's 1 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 3rd. Yankees have a 1-0 lead, trying to add to it, but you know, Tigers trying to obviously kind of keep them at just a 1-run lead here. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Rizzo.
The versatility that Aaron Boone enjoyed the second half of the year. He also enjoyed having Anthony Rizzo come over in that trade.
This spring, Rizzo's hitting .321 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Grounded into a double play in the first inning. That'll be strike 1.
You talk about the defense behind the plate this year. Gary Sanchez going to the Twins. Anthony Rizzo playing first base every day is again going to be a luxury for those infielders. The ability to pick the ball in the dirt, things that don't show up in a box.
Here's the 1-1, and that'll be down low, ball 2.
Nice to watch every day.
It'll be nice for Detroit to have an actual catcher back there that can, you know, stop balls from being past balls or kind of low pitches from just getting by him. That was a problem last season. Manning's control hasn't been the best this afternoon so far. He's already at, this is supposed to be pitch 46 through 3 innings. It'll be ball 3. Walk Higashioka, the guy who's standing over at first. This could be his second walk of the inning coming up. Little worrying, but that's all right. I mean, he's, you know, it is what it is. Looks like he's trying to be really careful with the top of the lineup, which, I mean, you probably want to.
At the end of the year, you expect his numbers to be better.
Especially with a guy like Rizzo.
3-1 to Rizzo.
Yeah, he walked him. 2 on now, 2 out. 2 walks here in the inning for Matt Manning. Not exactly ideal. Hopefully the base hit could score a run now, and hopefully that's not the case. But I guess they do have somewhat of a reprieve knowing that it's a catcher at second base. But, I mean, he probably has decent speed. Never know with catchers. Yeah, that was a great trade. I didn't expect it either, Daniel. I was just like playing video games and I seen it pop up and I went, "Oh shit, really?" Pretty crazy trade. Pretty crazy trade.
Looking with an eye towards the future. This is the last year of the unbalanced schedule. Well, next year will be different. So it will be a balanced schedule and everybody will play everybody.
Yeah, I can't wait for that next year. Everybody plays everybody.
You like that?
I do. I like it from an entertainment standpoint. I like it from a symmetrical standpoint according to the schedule.
0-1 count.
The thing I don't love about it is that rivalry with the Red Sox, right? That you're going to lose
1-1
games from that.
I'm so happy that they're going to finally every team plays everybody at least once.
Speaking of the rivalry, Thursday, weather permitting, Red Sox-Yankees opening day.
Not this year, next season.
We'll be with you for 4-hour coverage starting at 9 a.m. Getting ready for the
outside ball 2. Matt Manning's having a little trouble finding the strike zone right now.
No, previously, back in the 80s and early 90s, we had a balanced schedule, and you could
Eovaldi versus
two
Cole.
West Coast trips a year. As you see that probable matchup there, Nathan Eovaldi.
What up, Derek?
Cole, that's a big-time matchup. That's a good
Here's the 2-1. Stanton grounds out. Well, grounds to the pitcher as long as Manning doesn't mess it up, and he doesn't. That's the third out of the inning. Tigers don't give up any runs, but the Yankees do have a 1-0 lead from last inning. So we'll go to the top of the fourth. It'll be Baez, Candelario, Cabrera, 3-4-5 for the Tigers, 3-4-5. Top of the fourth, it'll be Baez, Candelario, and Miguel Cabrera. Yeah, not much. What's up, man? How's things going? Little break in the action. Ooh. All right. I'm sorry, I had like a weird notification I had to look at. What the heck? Hopefully they play the starters for a bit into this game. What's up, man? What's up, Braves fan? You get this year one of your new burners? How do you like the Meadows deal? And do you think we will see an opening day? And do you think we will see on? Yeah, Meadows will be there for opening day, I'm assuming. I think he's already been like introduced. He's like on the roster, good to go. Technically, probably could play tomorrow if he wanted to, but I think they're just gonna hold off and debut him for the start of the regular season. And I quite like the trade. It gives us a lefty power bat, gives us a power bat for the outfield. And overall, just adds pop to the lineup that kind of needs it. We have decent hitters, but like the power last year wasn't exactly the greatest. So even if it's just doubles and triples, it quite helps out. So I like it. Plus, all we had to give up was Isaac Paredes, and that's not that big of a give up. Plus, 2 years, 2 cheap years after this, because it's just arbitration. And yeah, I don't know, good trade. Overall, good trade.
Scoreboard, the Yankees lead this one 1-0.
Yep, power lefty bats. That's something everybody could use more of.
Manuelos back out for the 4th inning. He's thrown 37 pitches this afternoon. If you look back at his outings, has thrown 38 and 33. So you would expect him, David, maybe to get another inning and build up that pitch count and be ready to go down to the minor leagues as a starting pitcher.
Yes, exactly.
Bum, 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 bum. Here's Baez.
Javi Baez leading off.
Fouls it away.
Swinging, fouls it off.
0-1 count for Baez. It'll be Baez, Candelario, and Cabrera here in the top of the 4th. Yankees leading it 1-0.
And you always get excited.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Tigers needed, some pop in the lineup.
This is going to be a good one. And how many pitches are they going to be able to throw? Are they going to be able to get through 4, 5, and then you're going to hand it over to the bullpen?
Yes. That's why the Yankees are breaking with 16 pitchers.
Right.
And again, rosters will be 28 through May 1st.
Anyway.
The 13-pitcher limit starts on May 2nd.
Okay.
There is a 5-option limit.
So there's about a month of extra rosters for the pitchers. Fouls it away. Count remains 0-2.
Well, there are some new homes for some very talented
Big name shortstop's got some money.
Correa, 3-year deal with the Twins. Corey
Seager got 10 years, 325. Story got 6 years, 140. Baez got 6 years, 140. And Simeon got 7 years, 315. Oh, hit him.
Take over in Texas as Baez.
And Baez will get a base.
Like got him in the back. And it looks like
So we got one on, nobody out here as the Yankees have hit the leadoff hitter.
Managers hate to see this as you're getting ready to break camp.
And now up Candelario with one on and nobody out. One on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th of the game. The Yankees lead, of course, 1-0.
Still not happy about it.
Pineda? Yeah, I think he's expected to be ready by his start, like next Monday, but we'll see. Maybe a week after that. I haven't really heard. I'll be honest. I don't really know.
I was ready to go.
Well, when you shatter your pinky, you're allowed to be a little chapped about it, David.
But Candelario's up now with a runner at first.
So let's go.
All right, you know he wasn't trying to hit you, though, right? But you didn't care.
You just reacted, just to the pain. Your initial reaction.
258 average this spring for Candelario with the home run and 2 RBIs.
Bring up Candelario, who had
That'll be strike one.
Hit his first at bat. The Detroit Tigers will be an interesting club this year. Obviously, not great expectations. They expect that they're going to improve on what they did last year. Baez coming
pitch, and that'll be up the middle and through a base hit. Runner's going to try to get to third, and it looks like he gets there with pretty relative ease, no throw. And it'll be runners at the corner with just nobody out. Tigers in scoring position here. And a pretty good person to have up is Miguel Cabrera.
Pretty straight up defensively for the Yankees, playing a double play depth. And yes, sometimes a ground ball up the middle still produces a hit.
I have fake subs. Okay. I'm pretty sure YouTube deletes all fake subs. Like, that's like a thing that regularly happens to people. So
behind the White Sox.
I think it's like literally once a day they purge accounts for fake numbers. So pretty sure my account would have no subscribers, right? Or there'd be some like massive loss of subs, which has never happened. Oh shit, that's gone. Hey, Miggy takes it to a 3-1 lead. Let's go. Not just a tie game. We got a Tigers having a 3-1 lead here in the top of the fourth after a 3-run shot by Miguel Cabrera. Absolutely smoked the baseball to left center field. And good to see Miggy ready to go.
Nothing cheap about that one either. Didn't really need the wind to help him.
Scope will come up with runner at first. Or, well, with nobody on. Sorry. With nobody out either.
Sound off the
jeez.
bat tells you what you need to know.
Yeah, it's a sound thing. You can tell by the sound, like the crack of the bat.
413 feet to left central.
Well, Cabrera enjoying
left central field. It's a hilarious way. I've never heard that described. It'll be down low for a ball.
Solid approach where his whole attitude is to drive the ball to right center field, and if you spin a breaking ball, it speeds up his bat, and that's where his power will come through. The Tigers with a 3-1
stream is not
now.
live. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You know, listening to manager A.J. Hinch talk about his club last year and taking over this job, it's all about changing the attitude, right? Changing the chemistry and
it'll be 1-2 now.
Culture.
Or is that 1-1?
Obviously made
no,
some
it's
strides
1-2.
last year. AJ looking on as there have been some bigger acquisitions.
Yeah, Mickey crushed it.
Money and looking to take that next step in the AL Central.
Yeah, and that one went to left center too, which is always yeah. It's nice to see a guy still be able to pull it. That'll be 2-2 now, a bit outside.
And this is what the projected
lineup: Baду, Grossman, Baez, Meadows, Cabrera, Candelario, Scope, Torkelson, and Barnhart. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Down at the bottom of that lineup. Austin Meadows was part of a trade with the Rays.
What's up, Cara?
Producer in the middle
Carabella.
of the lineup, so they're making some moves.
Trying to get the right balance of youth coming up.
No one's gonna watch your video.
Highly touted, and then spend some money on Baez. Big trade for Meadows.
Michael King getting ready in the Yankee bullpen. Scope lifts one to left field. Gallo coming in and going to short hop it, able to keep it in front. Scope takes a big round turn around first base, but he'll retreat.
With good glove work to go down and still keep it in front.
I wouldn't advise clicking on any links that you see from people like that.
Got to be a tough decision for an outfielder on a sinking line.
Could be some cleverly hidden shit.
Go for it and still gets the best of both worlds. Gave it an effort, but still kept it in front.
Meadows will be with his brother if he stays for a few years. Yeah. If Parker ever makes the team, yeah. Our outfield's getting pretty solid right now. Tigers get a single there, so it'll be 1 on and nobody out. Now up is Victor Reyes. It's fine to promote yourself. I don't care about that. It's just I don't really trust. I don't like when people post links.
The type of hitter he is, even poking fun at himself.
Well, you mentioned earlier,
there's no way you can really trust those kind of things.
I think the same thing at Joey Gallo.
That'll be 1, and oh, they're gonna call Victor Reyes safe, so it'll just be 1. Reyes is able to beat the throw out to avoid a double play. So 1 on, 1 out now for the Tigers in the top of the 4th. They lead 3-1 on a Miguel Cabrera 3-run homer, and Willie Castro due up now.
Yeah, he knows who he is.
All right, they're gonna pull the pitcher. Benuelos is getting pulled, and now in is Michael King. They're probably gonna go to a commercial break here. Yep. All right, they're on another commercial break, so they're gonna bring in Michael King to relieve Benuelos. It'll be Willie Castro and Barnhart and Badu. Top of the 4th, it's 3-1 Tigers. As per usual, Tigers doing what they do against the Yankees, kind of just bullying them, beating them up, showing them who the better team is. It's always going to be the Tigers compared to the Yankees. Oh, jeez. No one likes a spammer. But anyway, we'll see what Michael King has to offer. Hopefully we can beat him up, score some more runs. So this is an exciting game for the first time, because it seems like all the runs usually get scored right after the game. Like, I stopped watching. It would be like, well, the 8th inning, both teams combined for 37 runs. So it's like, well, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't watch that then, because that would have probably been enraging to watch your team just not be able to hit the strike zone, walk like 5-6 guys in an inning. It's probably pretty bad to watch once the starters leave a game anyway.
Seating is coming down to the wire.
All right, looks like the game's coming back on, so it'll be King versus Castro with 1 away and a runner at first. Top of the 4th, 3-1 Tigers. Just to kind of reset the game anyway.
Another beautiful day.
The team got the hand slapper with Will Smith. Oh yeah. The catcher version, or is he the which version do you have? I know there's one's a catcher and the other play is a pitcher. Pitcher, I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I thought.
Kind of had a freak weight room injury where he injured his
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's either third base or pitcher. Why can't I remember?
Period last year, but when he came back at the end of the year, he worked his way right into
that makes sense though.
Set himself up for this spring and this year.
All right, what do we got? Castro up.
One down, he's going to face
ball inside.
Castro. Struck out his first at bat.
Jansen. What'd you guys do with Jansen? Would you sign him?
Well, when you watch Michael King,
I don't really follow what you guys do.
Throws across his body, has great deception, and a newfound slider that he found from Corey Kluber.
Good pitch, 1-1. Kensley Jansen.
September for Michael King, a 1.2.
Yeah, I know the name. I like what did you do with him?
Did not give up a home run.
The Dodger choker. Oh, you signed him?
Really did. He was lights out.
It's like, again, I already know, again, who Jansen is, but what happened? What was the move? I'm not asking you to tell me about who the person is. It's like I kind of. Oh, hey, there we go. Another single for the Tigers here. And we'll have our runner get to third base. So Reyes gets all the way to third. We'll have runners at the corners yet again and only one away. What move?
The Yankees doing the little things well. And the outfield play in terms of hitting the cutoff.
All right. See you later, man. You're spamming.
Today. We saw Aaron Hicks do it earlier in the game and get an out at second. Judge does it perfectly here. Right through the cutoff man to hold the runner at first and still have a shot at third. That's how it's done.
If you're just going to spam the same thing and not answer a question, then I'm just going to get rid of you. Sorry. And saying the same thing twice without clarifying to me is spamming. So good luck.
At a base hit his first at bat.
Fucking nuisance.
Yankees playing a double play depth up the middle. Michael King looking for
strike one. Barnhart's up now.
Numbers not great for Barnhart in spring training. He was brought over.
Yeah, I got no use for spammers, you guys. If you're gonna talk, get all your shit in one sentence.
Staff. Manager A.J. Hinch was a fine defensive catcher during his day, so he appreciates the work Barnhart's going to have behind the plate.
1-1.
David, we were talking about the Tigers and their pitching staff, and that's how you get to the next level. I go all the way back to the mid-90s when I was catching for the Detroit Tigers.
By the way, he's been the same guy who was in here spamming earlier, so it's just...
As Sparky would say it so eloquently,
I let these retarded people do what they're going to do for a little while, 'cause somewhat I feel bad for them. A lack of attention. But now I'm just, you know, I'm already over them. They started spamming again. Oh, he's fucking smoked. Castro had no shot on that one. Yeah, he got smoked. That was the easiest, like, oh, yeah, they got him. I don't know why Reyes didn't steal home on that, or at least try to go home on that throw. He probably could have made it.
Fundamentals on display here today.
But so now it's 2 away after Castro gets caught stealing, which is really just a solid-ass throw.
A nice tag, but still very aware of the runner at third.
Go.
Everybody in a position that if the runner breaks, you can come home. But yet
yeah, he scores. Like, literally, the amount of time he had to make that run, he would have scored with Reyes' speed. Anyway, 2-1 count. Snap throw down to third. And Reyes got picked at third, too. Jesus, what bad base running by 2 guys in a row. Sheesh.
With his 7 home runs, putting on a clinic here in the 4th inning on how to deliver the baseball to second and then to third. Adley Hammaker, don't hit my guy, David Cone. Here's a little snappage from Coney.
You want some?
Man that I would want to aggravate. Hammaker wanted no part of David Cone back in the day.
Well, somebody's upset. Anyway, that'll be the end of the inning for the Tigers after terrible base running displayed. LeMahieu, Gallo, and Hicks. LeMahieu, Gallo, and Hicks. I'm glad those guys aren't going to be starters anymore. Like, we just don't have to worry about them as, like, actual players. They're kind of just, like, backups if they make the team. So that's always nice. Don't know how that happens on back-to-back plays, but that's pretty funny. Bottom of the 4th coming up, though. The Tigers do take a 3-1 lead on the Miguel Cabrera 3-run homer. 3-1 Tigers lead. Bottom of the 4th coming up. LeMahieu, Gallo, and Hicks for the Yankees. Should be pretty good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow. We're up at 16 likes. I appreciate that. Very kind. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully this game comes back on pretty soon. I don't like breaks between these half innings. They take quite a while sometimes. I'm pretty sure Matt Manning will still be pitching. I don't think he's anywhere near the... Well, he's getting kind of close, actually. He might be at like 60 pitches already. Dude was struggling last inning to throw strikes. Walked 2 guys.
Kyle Higashioka getting plenty of attention for the way he's swinging the bat, but showing off his throwing arm in the 4th, David.
Yeah, I mean, it really
That was bad, man. I don't know what Reyes was doing.
today by all the Yankees. But Higashioka making a major statement this spring.
Really, I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
Well, I would break down Higgy when you talk about the framing and the framing metrics. His throwing arm probably league average, but he gets rid of it so quickly and is accurate with the baseball. Now that's going to be his bread and butter, throwing some runners out. And when he threw out that runner in the 4th inning, he had his feet moving.
All right, here we go.
before the ball even got
LeMahieu's
to the
up,
plate. And for a young
and that'll be
catcher
up
out
high
there
ball 1.
watching, you can pay
A little bit
attention
too
to
inside as well.
Higashioka, how he moves his feet before the ball enters the throwing area, gets himself in good throwing position to deliver an accurate throw.
Here's the 1-0 from Manning.
It'll be LeMahieu, Gallo, and Aaron Hicks.
Strike 1.
Bottom of the 4th, Yankees trailing 3-1. DJ had a base hit to right field, his first at bat.
Here's the 1-1. That'll be a shitty pitch. 2-1. Well, Matt Manning back to his bullshit again, throwing more balls. I guess it'll be 3-1 pretty quickly here, I'm guessing.
Batting average over 300 in spring training.
Oh, there we go. Strike 2. 2-2 count here for LeMahieu.
In yesterday's telecast, but how impactful his injury was to him last year and how much pain he played through. And we really didn't know it till the end. And oh, by the way, he's going to have off-season core surgery.
Well, that's pretty crazy. Here's the 2-2.
Fly ball to center field.
Should be the first out of the inning, and it is 1 away.
That's not surprising, right, David? I mean, we've watched DJ for a couple of years.
Now up is Joey Gallo with 1 away, bottom of the 4th.
That is well respected, right? The ability to go out there and not make a big deal of it, go play with beat up a little bit, goes a long way.
It does, and especially in the face of all the talk and criticism about his lack of power last year, a big drop in his slugging percentage. And what was the cause of that? What's going on with DJ? Well, now we know.
Well, Meredith had a chance to catch up with DJ.
Here's the pitch, and that should be strike 1. I wouldn't advise throwing that again because that's usually a home run one. Since NHL and NFL expand, will NBA and MLB try to catch up to expand to other sites too? Like Amazon or something? Probably. I mean, MLB's working with like Apple TV.
The odd man out come opening day, and LeMahieu was asked about that as well. And he said there's always so much focus on opening day.
Yeah, but now you're a spammer and a multiple account maker, so now you're just done, dude. I don't have any use for people like you.
Joey Gallo wraps one to right field.
That'll be a base hit.
And he's heating up at the right time.
Maybe do that the first time. Now you're just a dude who makes way too many accounts, and you spam my channel. Now I just don't care. Oh, like adding another team? Oh, maybe. I don't know about the NBA. They kind of have trouble with the markets that they're already in. And MLB, kind of a similar thing. I could see a team moving in baseball. Not really. I don't know. I don't know if they're in the same kind of position to be adding teams in. NFL's so massive they can afford to do it somewhat.
But you gotta love the fact that he says all the right
And who knows if the NFL even adds in new teams instead of or just moves them.
There's something that he can do to help this team.
You could justify moving the Jaguars around.
Aaron Hicks
1-1. Could justify moving Washington because they've been pretty poorly managed. Look around. It'd take a minute to figure out who could all get moved pretty easily. 2-1 it looks like.
What DJ
Yep.
was
All right,
saying,
2-1 for
make
hits
sure
with
how it's a long
1 out,
year.
1 on.
How many opening day starts did you have, David?
You know, I can't think of right off my head. You know, I had a couple, maybe 2 or 3.
I guess the reason I'm asking, did
2-1
you just
count
wanna
for
get that
Hicks.
start? It's an honor, obviously, but do you want to get it out of the way and then get into your routine?
And it's
as
popped
Hicks
up.
Gets jammed a little bit.
And the third or second out of the inning.
honor.
So 2 away with the runner at first, 2 on, 1 or 1 on, 2 out.
An accountability that comes with it, a responsibility that everybody's pumped. Opening day. There's only one opening day. And you're the guy. You're going to get them off on the right start. I remember one time I had the opening day at Yankee Stadium. It was the opener at home. I think I gave up 10 or 12 runs. You know, it was a cold day. I think we
Just had an
ended up coming
email.
back and winning that game. It's one of those games against Oakland. I think A.J. Hinch had his first major league hit off of me in that game.
Okay.
Nope.
Labor Torres first swinging right back up.
That'll
the
get
middle,
2 on now.
base hit.
Be a base hit by Torres.
But we came back
So
and
now
won.
it'll be 2 on, 2 out for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 4th. Higashioka's up now.
17-16 or one of those crazy games.
I guess the reason I'm bringing it up, and there's a look at AJ, is because
Tigers
I
could
think
use
from
an
a
out here to
position
get to the
player
top of the
standpoint,
5th and
you
to
love
protect their
opening
lead.
day, and you mentioned everybody's pumped.
See what Manning does
You
to
also look
ensure that
forward
he
to
doesn't
getting
blow
into
it.
that grind of a season, right, where you just, okay, I'm going to get my 4 at-bats, catch my 9 innings. You hope to have a good opener. You hope to have a good month of April and then move on. David, you had 5 opening day starts. 2 with the Mets, 1 with the Jays, and 2 with the Yankees, 96 and 97. First and second, 2 down. Kyle Higashioka.
And that'll be
Had one
ball
with
1
the
outside.
Mets on the road against the Cardinals, and I looked over in
Bottom of the
front row,
4th
and
here,
Bob Gibson
3-1.
stared me down.
Tigers lead the Yankees.
That's a
2
little
on,
tempting.
2 out.
That would have been 1992.
Manning's been again struggling to find the
Bronx.
strike zone. He's up at
The old
what is
Cardinals,
it,
the legends
65
over there, all
pitches.
lined up. They
Jesus,
introduced him before the game.
it's not very good. He might be done after this inning. Be strike 1. Here's the 1-1 to Higashioka.
And the 1-1.
It'll be ball.
This is off the plate.
Come on, Manning. Throw some strikes.
Say A.J. Hinch, the manager of the Tigers.
2 on,
has to
2
be
out.
Happy with what he's seen from
3-1
that
Tigers
this
lead.
afternoon. Giving up the 1 run on 5 hits. Be the 68th pitch on the way.
Oh, wait, you weren't even spamming. But, no, I have my own apartment.
The right field, Robbie Grossman settling underneath it. So Manning in a
Here,
little bit of
I'll give you about 2
second.
seconds, but I already figure you're going to spam. And, so, no, I clearly have my own apartment, my friend. But, why? Might be in Virginia. Well, yeah, I think they want to build it in Virginia. I think they have better room out there to do something like that. Tigers strand both the runners, so that's very good. Tigers get out of a mini little jam there. It'll be Barnhart, Baddoo, and Grossman. So 9, 1, and 2 here in the top of the 5th. Barnhart, Baddoo, and Grossman. So far, so good for the Tigers this afternoon. Looking good. Let's see. How many more at-bats till they start pulling dudes? Yeah. This will be everybody's pretty much last at-bats here until they start, bringing in the backups. They got 1 guy left with only 1 at-bat. No one likes spammers. See. But the only funny thing about spammers, and the thing that they don't realize, all they're doing is adding enormous amounts of interaction to a video and to a live stream, which in turn gets it pushed further and further out to other people, gets it more pushed around in algorithms. So I mean, inevitably, it's fine. It's just, you know, got to ban them every, so they shut the fuck up and come back in on another new account and keep it going, and another fresh new. It's a thing. They're not very smart. They just don't understand. It's like it's not that hard to go. Oh look, boom. Boom.
You'd always love another week or two to get your starters built up, but with that being said, I do feel like overall we're ready to go from.
I don't think you do.
On down through our position players and our relievers, and yeah, excited to get this thing going. These guys, I feel like, are ready. They're focused.
You're not a very good troller then.
This spring, I feel like they're
all you're doing is helping my channel out, so I appreciate it.
And now we get to go find out.
Miguel Castro in to pitch for the Yankees now. Miguel Castro to face Barnhart, Baddoo, and Grossman. It'll be 9-1 and 2 for the Tigers. A lot of last at-bats probably coming up here for these guys. Usually about 3 at-bats per game is what the Tigers been doing this spring.
Yeah, I feel like what I've been pleased
be
with
ball outside.
From a position player standpoint is I feel like the guys have
kind of an unorthodox pitching style I'm looking at right here.
They've logged a lot of innings already in their build-up, and also gotten a lot of live at-bats, whether it be in these games or on a backfield. So I do feel good about the position players being
It'll be 1-1.
Challenged with that 24 out of 26 in the month of April. You know, when we get going. So the build-up will continue, but I do feel good about where these guys are on April 5th.
Be strike 2.
I mean, it's got to be encouraging to see Higgy.
I'm gonna say there's no way they're gonna not say that he went. He fucking definitely went.
Behind the plate defensively. Can you talk about your catching situation a little bit and moving on from the.
So Barnhart sitting at 1 and 2 right now. Top of the 5th here. Tigers lead 3-1. Nobody out quite yet. This is the leadoff hitter.
Play a larger role.
Miguel Castro pitching for the Yankees. Here's his 1-2 offering, and it'll be strike 3.
Certainly good to see
and 1 away.
Damage here in spring. We want to carry that up north with us.
Let's see who we got now. Top of the lineup for the Tigers, so it'll be the top of the lineup here. It'll be Akil Baddoo.
This last spring, to see him throw the ball the way he has with a great throw to second.
And this is the Yankees spring finale. Like they're all done after today. I think they start traveling back home either tonight or tomorrow to get ready to play the White Sox, or then travel to Boston to play the Red Sox, I believe. I don't really know who's the home team in that one right away.
I know it's kind of the last minute. You know, the big buzz is about the pitch comm, the device, and kind of signal calling for the catchers and the earpiece.
Here's Akil Baddoo against Castro. We're going to call that a ball outside, ball 1.
We'll obviously give that leeway to the pitchers, but Higgy's definitely adapted to it already and likes it. Trevino.
Let's see what else we have here.
Who you asked me to talk about our catchers. We're so excited about Jose being here as well.
Yeah, that'll be a strike.
So good back behind there, and then Ben,
so we have a 1-1 count now.
Build him up and get him right, but yeah, Higgy's really, in short order, kind of adapted to it, likes it. It's been seamless with our pitchers.
And
using it a little bit in Texas, so he's familiar.
Little bit of a ride out to about the left field. Actually, pretty decent shot out to right field, but it was right. The right fielder had a pretty good beat on it. So 2 away here, 2 away on a pretty good fly ball by Baddoo.
We'll see how this thing goes as we.
And now up is
each and every week.
Grossman with 2 away.
Start, most of our guys will be using it.
Well, Aaron, 2 quick outs. You have a new pitcher out on the mound, Miguel Castro, which we've seen obviously with Baltimore and the New York Mets. What makes you so excited about this right-hander?
He's a stud, man. I mean, this is a guy that he's been durable. He's coming off an outstanding season last year with the Mets. We've obviously seen him a lot on the other side when he was with the Orioles, and of course with the Mets. He's a guy with tremendous stuff, gets both right and left-handed hitters out, and we feel like
2 away here in the top of the 5th.
With them that can hopefully get even a little bit more out of
It'll be a ball outside, 1-1.
Excited to add Miguel to what we think has a chance to be an outstanding pen, and we feel like he'll be right in the middle of that.
No, Aaron, how much do you expect to get out of your starters the first rotation round, the first circuit? I mean, Garrett Cole opening day, and it's been a short spring training, obviously.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at in terms of length or just first
and 1-2 count here, 2 away, top 5th.
You know,
Tigers lead at 3-1 here.
Built to that 70+ pitches at this point, so they're not that far off from getting.
Probably about
to
to see a lot of teams last at bats here. A lot of teams going to 3 at bats soon. Shitty at bat by Grossman. Not the best inning by the Tigers. They go pretty quickly and quietly here. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Donaldson, Judge, and Rizzo. Donaldson, Judge, and Rizzo. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Tigers lead 3-1.
During spring training, we wish you the best of luck on opening day and the entire season, and travel safe, buddy.
Appreciate it, guys. See you up there.
Miguel Castro, an impressive.
Donaldson, Judge, Rizzo, bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Tigers lead. Not a bad day for the Tigers so far. We're pretty much going to start to see guys start to file out of the game, I'm pretty sure, rather quickly here. Spring training. Unless the Yankees are playing their starters the whole game, which I highly doubt. Usually it's 3 at-bats. So, especially if you got any, close battles going on or anything like that. Excuse me. The time of the game where it gets kind of boring. You watch enough of the spring training, you kind of get the idea of how it's run, how it works. Oh, come on. Just load. Well, not really load. I don't know what I'm saying. Just hurry up. Bottom of the 5th, come on. Pretty good pace game. We're at the bottom of the 5th at an hour and a half in. Not too bad. Not too bad of a pace here. Tampa Bay's getting no hit by Atlanta right now. That's pretty crazy.
Back to the top of the line.
Oh, Manning's still pitching.
Donaldson leading off this afternoon like he has been a majority of spring training. Our Meredith Marakovitz was able to catch up with him on the field before the game.
Josh, throughout your major league career, you've hit leadoff just 7 times. You've done it a lot this spring. Have you been embracing that role?
I mean, I feel like Boone had kind of mentioned it to me a little bit, like, hey, what do you think about it? And I was, whatever you want, whatever the team wants, wherever they feel like is best.
So 0-1 count.
I'm fine with it.
Does anything change for you as far as your approach?
No, I mean, I feel like I have a pretty solid approach. So, to be able to go up there, hopefully see some strikes early on first at bat. I mean, that puts me in a good position.
Overall, how would you evaluate your spring?
1-1.
Going great. I've been very pleased with how everything's gone, not just for me personally, but for our team. I feel like for a team aspect, we've really, in a short amount of time, really kind of, gotten pretty close to each other already.
As a group, how much are you guys just looking forward to heading north and starting this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's
good
exciting.
pitch.
I mean,
1-2.
You get Boston right away, then you get the Blue Jays right after that. Obviously not looking too far ahead, but those are 2 really exciting series to be a part
Bottom of the 5th
when you
here.
Look at the AL East, just how much of a gauntlet is it going to be for you?
3-1 Tigers leading the game
I think
here.
it's going to be a lot of competitive baseball. I mean, it's exactly what
Donaldson up to bat.
That's what I would want to be a part of this division for sure.
And when you look at this team, what encourages you after the spring?
I mean,
Fouls the pitch away. It'll remain
well,
1-2.
For a lot of people have been able to get on track. I know for pitchers, probably not all of them they're 100% where they would kind of be spring-wise as far as pitch count's concerned. But we feel good about our team. We feel good about our lineup, and overall how solid our team is right now.
Gosh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there's been a common theme when we listen to the players and Aaron Boone talk during spring training as Donaldson lifts one.
Oh, that'll be gone. Oh, never mind. Looks like it got kind of killed by some wind.
We're coming together as a club in that clubhouse in a short amount of time. David, I always felt
so it'll be 1 away in the bottom of the 5th.
On road trips and traveled together to come together as a team. Sounds like
3-1, Tigers holding on to a 2-0 two-run lead.
I think what we're seeing too in that interview that Meredith brought out so well is that this guy.
And that'll be the end for Mr. Matthew Manning.
The well-established star.
So the Tigers will go for a pitching change. It looks like they're going to a lefty.
Manager AJ
Oh no, righty.
make a pitching change. Nice outing from Matt Manning. We'll be back.
We'll see who comes in. But there's going to be a break in the action as they're going to bring in a new pitcher. So it'll be, someone else to face Judge and Rizzo. Hey, we're up at 20 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Very, very kind. Thank you very much. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Who's in? Oh, Barnes is pitching. Okay. I was going to say, this guy just made the team as of today, I believe. Unless he gets, hurt in the next, day or two. He should be on the opening day roster. That's Jacob Barnes. Despite a really kind of bad spring. I guess when you're in a pitching situation where you're not sure, it's super certain how everything's going to look with the shortened spring with pitching, you're kind of in a state where, maybe some less than quality pitching makes its way into the major leagues to start off the year. What's up? How's it going?
We are back at the bottom of the 5th inning. One down, Aaron Judge up at the plate. Aaron 1 for 2.
Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, man.
Facing a new pitcher in Jacob Barnes.
All right, Barnes in now with a 0-1 count to start it out.
He did. Nice final tune-up for him.
Here's the second pitch. It'll be low, I guess. I don't really know where that missed, but okay.
The Tigers
1-1.
Pretty good about things. They're heading in the right direction, trending, as they say. And the one blip was, their other young top prospect.
Here's the 1-1 to Judge. One away in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. So 2-1 now.
It's exciting. I was watching Spencer Torkelson the other day. Wow, what a bat he's got. A quick bat. He turned on an inside fastball, drilled it a mile to left field. Kid's legit with some serious bat speed.
Such a deep,
See here,
rich baseball tradition in Detroit.
2-1. 2-2 now. Bottom of the 5th, 2-2 count. Nobody on, one away. 3-1 Tigers lead.
Part of that organization, David. With I saw an Alan Trammell jersey in the stands this afternoon.
Let's get a strikeout here. Hopefully we get to 2 outs.
Yeah, put him in the Hall of Fame, please.
Absolutely.
Ah, fuck.
Judge flips one the other way.
All right, never mind. Right to the right fielder.
Kirk Gibson was part of that.
All right, 2 away there. 2 away now. It'll be Rizzo up with 2 away. Bottom of the 5th.
To get my feet wet in the big leagues. Those were great mentors to teach me how to be a pro.
Were you there when Cecil dropped 50?
No, that was before I got there.
Right before you got there. It was a long stretch before somebody hit 50 homers in the big leagues. And Big Cess went up over the roof for number 50.
What do we got?
When you walked out on the field to take batting practice with that group of Detroit Tigers, you better be ready to lift and separate, right?
All right, 1-0. Not the best pitch there to start off the at-bat, but that's all right.
Those guys were
Seems like Barnes is able to work from a deficit and still pitch quite well.
In a bench clearing brawl too. It was a tough team.
I remember watching
1-1
Gibson at the old Tiger Stadium tagging up at third base, and poor Mike McFarland was catching for the Kansas City Royals, And, I mean, you're sitting in this dugout listening to Gibby, who was a tight end at Michigan State, coming down that line, and he leveled poor Mike McFarland.
It'll be a foul ball, but the count will go to 1-2 because of it. So we have a good count here, 1-2 now. Barnes just needs to make another good pitch, and we can get to the top of the 6th.
Kirk Gibson was the one man that I give responsibility for making me believe that I was a legitimate big leaguer. I was up and down, minor leagues, big leagues. And one day Gibby said, "You'll never look back, will you?" I didn't know what he was talking about, and he just looked me in the eye. He said, "You'll never look back to the minor leagues. You're a big leaguer now." And until that point, I'd never believed it, right? I mean, I was always fighting for a job. So one comment from a player like that, a leader like that, I was on my way.
Hard to put a value on that, right?
Better in leadership. 2-2 lifted into center field.
And that'll be a fly ball. Should be the 3rd out of the inning as long as no one drops it, and it was. And there we go.
And we will look back. Look at that 356 batting average. That had to be right at the beginning of the year, David, because you know it was going to go down afterwards.
All right, so we'll go to the top of the 6th. Tigers holding on to a 3-1 lead. Tigers holding on to their 3-1 lead. It'll be Baez, Candelario, and Cabrera. Baez, Candelario, and Miguel Cabrera to lead off the 6th inning. So we'll see how the Tigers do. Hopefully add a few more runs, maybe make the score a little bit more impressive. We'll find out. As per usual, we're only going to watch through the top of the 7th, and then you can watch the rest of the bottom 7, top 8, bottom 8, top 9, and bottom 9. However you feel. But that's about the time of the game when it starts getting pretty, pretty hard to watch, I would say, is after the 7th inning. You start seeing guys you've never heard of come in, and you're like, well, I guess I'm interested in watching this. Or Manning? No, isn't Peyton Manning like almost 50 years old? No, dude. God, what a fucking fuck. Oh. Besides, you're not actually Peyton Manning. You're the same guy who's been spamming the whole stream. I don't really know what you're doing. It's kind of weird. But you pretend you're other people. But I mean, that's funny, I guess. That was funny like 3 years ago on the channel. Marinaccio. Is the pitcher Ron Marinaccio, Marincino? I don't know how you'd say that fucking name. Yeah, I should just time you out still, but I let people have second chances. Just stop spamming, dude.
Yankees spring training on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel Sportsbook.
Like, it's fine. Like, eventually it's cool. I guess that's the new account you have to be on, though. You guys could just make another Braves fan account. It's not that difficult.
Your scoreboard. Tigers lead this one 3-1. Have a bunch of changes for you.
Yeah.
New pitcher Ron Marinaccio.
Yeah, the Yankees have made changes. Sons of bitches.
In the 6th inning to face Javi Baez.
What do they got? Defensive substitutions.
Right by him. You see the numbers
yeah, you see the Yankees pulled everybody out.
2-1 record.
Marwin Gonzalez came in. Ramirez Salinas, Grant Richardson, Robert Chirinos, Alex Guerrero, Ryan Green, Benjamin Calls.
We were saying before, he's being rewarded.
So yeah, these Tigers are getting their last at bats, and like I said, we'll watch through the 7th.
And the reward, you're on the charter flight north.
All right, here we go. Baez down 0-2 here.
Well, I guess this would be
back in just a second. I have to really take a piss.
Make a big league club, right? And I'm interested to hear your story. There are a lot of different stories on when you got that big league call. Obviously, Aaron Boone telling this young righty that he's going to be a big leaguer. Did you make a club out of spring training?
I did. You know, I was traded from the Royals to the Mets and came over, and it was towards the end of spring training. Made a couple of appearances. We see the bio there on Young Ron there, 26 years old. Toms River, New Jersey.
There we go.
Think he knows Todd Frazier?
We just retired today.
One leaves, one comes.
As Baez gets underneath this one, skies it to right field. Wind taking it a little bit, but the new right fielder, Ryder Green, will make the play.
This situation just makes more sense. It feels better in terms of you're not worrying about service time manipulation. Hey, we're going to send you down because you need a little more seasoning or whatever, and then 2 weeks you're called back to the big leagues. No, it's a meritocracy. This kid earned his way. He had a great year last year. He had a great spring. Hey, you're coming right now. We're not worried about service time.
One away now. Candelario's up.
Contractual control. We're worried about winning games. We're trying right now. It's a good message to send.
Yeah, one away.
In general, to the fan base, to your
I
organization.
said one away.
Well, what I also loved looking at that bio and the graphic.
Be inside for a ball.
Pick, right? This was not a first rounder, second rounder who's going to be pushed through the minor leagues. This is somebody who had to earn it every step of the way. And listen, he completed another step to the progression. You are now going to be a major leaguer on Thursday. So congratulations, and the journey.
I might dip after this half inning because there's a few things I want to go take care of this afternoon.
It's also a testament to the Yankees organization in developing pitchers.
And I'll be honest, after Cabrera bats and maybe Scope, it's like it's Victor Reyes, Castro, and Barnhart. So I'm actually pretty good after this half inning. And the Yankees have pulled all their starters, so
has afforded the opportunity for all these players to use this new technology.
this will probably be it. I have the game for everybody. Don't worry, I'll have a way for everyone to watch.
Opportunities they're given.
If you care to continue watching the two backup squads and a lot of AAA guys fighting it out. 2-0 count for Candelario, one away. Candelario fouls it away. It's 2-1.
Lose him in the Rule 5 draft. Now the Rule 5 draft never happened, but theoretically that's what needed to happen there. Also, I know this is going to come as a huge surprise to you both. Tom's River, New Jersey, huge Yankees fan, so this has to be a feather in his cap for sure.
And he can't hit the strike zone.
2-1 to Candelario.
3-1 now.
He's going to be borrowing some tickets, Flash, on opening day. Got some family that wants to come, I'm sure.
Now getting back to your call-up, you were traded from the Royals to the Mets.
Yes,
made the team out of spring training.
Made the team out of spring training, and it was, I wasn't sure.
Here's the 3-1 offering to Candelario. It'll be strike 2.
It was the 86 Mets.
I'm guessing Candelario didn't like that it was a little high. I don't know.
They just won the World Series. There's no
It was
way.
a pretty good pitch overall.
It was a great feeling. Out of spring training for the first time. Pack your bags.
All right, here we go. Here's the full count. Candelario rifles it down the line, foul.
Checked into the Marriott across the street from Shea Stadium back in the day.
Now we know there are going to be a lot of moments for this young righty that it's going to hit him. For me, it was getting on the first charter flight with your big league teammates, right, where you say, wow, this is different. This is nice.
All right, here we go. Here's the full count offering yet
All
again.
those tickets that you're talking about, David.
And he strikes out. Nah.
And two quick
Not
outs
good,
here
not
in the
good.
sixth inning.
2 away.
Now, my first call-up, first day to the big leagues was a little different. I was the last cut in 1992. And I was told you're going to AAA. So what did I do? I got in my 1984 Chevy Cavalier mini wagon with the paneling down the sides. That's how much of a bonus baby I was, a 25th round pick. And I drove home to Rockland County, New York. I wanted to see my younger brother play a high school game. The next day it was opening day, Red Sox Yankees, and I get a call
Down low
from
for a
the
ball.
GM of the Red Sox.
2 away in the top of the 6th here. Top of the 6th right now. It's 3-1 Tigers over the Yankees. The Yankees have their entire backup squad in. Why are the Rays being no-hit? I have no idea. Braves are taking it to them right now. It's hilarious. It'd be embarrassing to get no-hit in spring training. Ooh. Miggy just looked pretty bad on that one. It's 1-1.
You drove that car to Yankee
I
Stadium?
have a bad call.
You'll love this. I'm driving this 84 Chevy Cavalier mini wagon with the wood paneling down the side, and I'm sitting in traffic. I get out of the car. I go to one of New York City's finest, one of the cops. You're not going to believe this, but I just got called up to the big leagues. He looked at the car, shook his head. I had to go to the back of my hatchback, take out my catching bag, and show him the Red Sox on the catching bag. And he stopped traffic the wrong way on a one-way, if you remember how to get into that player's parking lot and how to get out. And I made my way down into the parking lot, pulled in, grabbed a baseball out of that bag, and chucked it up on the Major Deegan and walked into Yankee Stadium, my first day in the big leagues.
Wow. That's a hard story to beat right there.
Now, I kept that Chevy Cavalier mini wagon until September, where I made a little bit of money. And I actually got booed driving into Fenway Park as a home player driving that car. Got to pay your dues. New York plates in Boston with a mini wagon. That's not a big league ride right there.
All right.
Character builder.
2-2 to
Miguel with the base hit. All right. Miggy gets a base hit, so that'll be a 2-out single for Miguel Cabrera. Nice to see he's 3 for 3 today, with including a home run and 3 RBIs. He's the reason we're winning. And out goes Miguel Cabrera, obviously, as you know, with the 3 at bats. It's just time for him to go.
Cabrera gets a nice round of applause as he's going to be pinch ran for.
Looks like Torkelson will come in and pinch run. Mucho expecto. Let's see what Jonathan Scope has to give us at the plate. He's pretty much the last batter worth watching, because after him, everyone else is going to start getting pulled out pretty rapidly. What's up, Kevin?
Scope 1 for 2 with
Tuning in more toward the end of the stream, as there's 2 outs right now with the runner at first. Tigers are up 3-1 though, but I guess the more important game is this Saturday or Friday. Still just spring training, but how you doing, man? Hopefully quite well. Top of the 6. What are they going to throw in? That's ball. Oh, 0-2. Jesus.
He's got a nice arm. It's a good carry on that four-seam fastball in the mid-90s, sometimes a little higher than that. Shape of his breaking ball looks good, too.
Well, the first time he steps on a big league mound when it's for real.
The Braves game is not televised. It's not?
The jitters will be a part of it.
Let me look.
On the mound, you compete and you look forward to the next outing.
Wow, it just keeps giving me pop-ups.
I'm assuming as a pitcher, you just want to get that first one out of the way.
The first strike, the first out. First
Yeah, it's
inning,
not on at all. Yeah, I don't see it. That's unfortunate. 1-2 count here for Jonathan Scope. Oh, the no-hitter ended. Just got to work at midnight. Damn, okay, so you work the night shift. What do you work from, like, 4 to midnight?
Make it to the major leagues, and sometimes they think they have to add on. They have to do things better, and it's actually the opposite.
Foul ball, though, so it'll remain 1-2.
Obviously, you've had success in the minor leagues. You've had success in big league camp. Now the next thing to prove to yourself is you have good enough stuff to get big league hitters out. So trust it, attack, get that first one out of the way.
And that'll be strike 3.
A couple of strikeouts for the eventual
3:30 to midnight, but it will change. Oh, all right. So you have to work in 30 minutes. All right. Well, that's pretty much that. I'm all good on watching. Here's a way to watch if you need a way to watch the game. Just leave a like on the stream if you happen to use the link. I appreciate it. But yeah, I get out of here after that happens, because like you're just gonna see, like, the Yankees lineup is entirely new. I think Stanton's like the last guy left to bat. What's up, Daniel? But yeah, that's pretty good. Tonight I'm probably gonna do like a gaming stream. I'll probably play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Pretty fun game. And what else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate everyone leaving a like. Appreciate everyone watching and hanging out for the game today. But yeah, I don't really care to watch certain parts. But yeah, see you guys later. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you decide to give this a listen. Again, we'll be live again tonight, but it'll be like playing games and shit. So yeah, we'll be live tomorrow. As long as the Orioles and Tigers game has a broadcast on TV, we'll be live. If not, of course, we'll be live for the Tigers game on Friday, and streams the rest of the week as well. So All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great rest of the day. And go Lions, go Patriots, and, of course, go Tigers. I'll see you when I see you next. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.